This episode of Against the Odds is brought to you by Card Kingdom. To pick up the deck and support the show, follow the link in the description box down below. Alright, Against the Odds time. We are Arcaning, Arcane Adaptation in Modern, trying to go Infinite, and alright, this ends fine. We'll do it. We got our adaptations. Blood Crypt for our opponent. Untapped. Discard probably? Oh, Faithless Looting. Okay. Flame Lake Phoenix and Bloodghast. Sure. Well, let's just Overgrown Tomb tapped. Here comes Bloodghast and friends. Well, Bloodghast. No friends yet, hopefully. Flameblade Adept. Sure. Land gets back Bloodghast. Sure. Opponent passes. Ooh, well, we got our combo. So let's just Fatal Push Flameblade Adept while we can. Play Watery Grave tapped. So I think what we're looking at is Courser next. Well, we'll see. It might be Arcane Adaptation. We'll see. Catacombs for our opponent. Gets in. 4-2. Down to 18. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. No action. Okay. Cathartic Reunion, discards some stuff, gets some new cards, cracks the Catacombs, Stomping Grounds, tapped. Alright, so I think our plan is play Ghost Quarter, play Arcane Adaption on Ally, pass the turn. Next turn we can Courser, hopefully hit our land drop. Ugh. Boo. Ugh. Well, we should have played the Forest there. Now we gotta play our land before our Courser, which is not ideal. But I mean, we're still working towards these Turntimber, so hopefully it's okay. We basically give up a point of life and the chance at a free card draw, which is pretty bad. Opponent hits us, down to 16. Follow up, another Flameblade Adept, and passes. Oh, play the Forest, run out Courser. We did hit our land. Pride Mage on top. Pass the turn. Faithless Looting. Oh, come on, tap out, tap out, tap out. Oh, you can do it, tap out. Opponent comboing, discarding, fiery tempering, all that kind of good stuff. If they tap their red mana, odds increasing of this Turntimber working. Yup. Bolt our face, sure. Pumps a Flameblade, pumps a Flameblade. Opponent gets in for 3. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it right off the bat, I think. Fatal Push doesn't do it. They need like a Dismember or something. Tap out. Play a Bloodghast. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, man. We're so close. Gurmag Angler. I mean, I guess Dismember would still do it. So play the Plains, gain a life, run out our Turntimber Ranger. No removals, no Dismembers, and we will just always yield. And this should be fun. Yes, yes, yes. Can we just do always yes? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, keep going, Turntimber. Token limit, token limit. We got there right off the bat. Here comes the wolves. Turntimber growing. So I think it goes to 200 tokens. And our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Well, that's what we're trying to do. That was pretty good. Bring in the rest in pieces. Go down Pride Mage. Maybe just Spell Queller is not ideal. Let's go down Spell Queller. Let's try it like that. Alright, well, we can go on the quick Xur plan. That's not bad. Swamp for our opponent. Cycles a Street Wraith. And passes. Well, Windswept Heath. Crack it. Grab a Forest. Run out Birds. Pass the turn. Opponent passes. Oh, Well, let's play the Island, run out Scavenging Ooze, and just start eating from the graveyard. Pass the turn. Oh boy, opponent's missing their land drops. Well, their life is going to be very sad here momentarily. Godless Shrine, untapped. Xur the Enchanter. This does let our opponent get back a Bloodghast if they draw a land, but I think Xur attacking makes it worth it, because we're actually pretty close. We're like 2 turns away from the combo. Opponent said they meant to mulligan. Misclick. Well, we got the combo in game 1, and our game 2 hand was very strong, although aided by our opponent doing quite literally nothing. Sweet. Alright, Against the Odds time. Looking to go Infinite with Arcane Adaptation in Modern. And all this mana. Ugh. Can we even keep this? I'm going to say no. Alright, we'll keep this and hope we scry into a land. Sylvan Caryatid would fix our mana a bit if we resolve it. Raiding Pool untapped. Get down Birds. Pass the turn. Still would like mana. mountain for our opponent. And birds down. Well, come on, land. Land. Alright, there's the land. So let's just get down carry added. Pass the turn. Now we're one land away from Zur, which would be sweet. Not going to terminate that, are you, opponent? And passing. Well, let's just pass. I think leaving up Spell Queller's probably better than playing Hasbad Druid. Thought Scour, sure, you can do that. Polluted Delta. Opponent passes. Well, let's pass. Opponent cracks. Gets an island. Ops. What do you got, opponent? Untaps. And passes. Alright, there's a land. Let's just land tapped. Pass the turn. Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, we'll let that go. We can block it with our carry added. Thought Scour. Yup. Mill's a Fatal Push. Polluted Delta for our opponent. And passes. Alright, play Windswept Teeth. Let's play Druid. Opponent counters. Alright, pass the turn. If we ever get to a point where we start Zurring, our life is going to be so good. We're also getting close to the point where we can start pressuring our opponent on their end step with Court of Calling, which would be nice. Opponent ops. Yup. Scalding Tarn. And opponent passes. Well, let's crack Windswept Teeth. Yeah, let's just get a Plains. Might as well get some basics, just in case. There's Ranger. Alright, let's pass the turn. We can Court on end step if we need to. Want to. Not sure what we get. Watery Grave. Untapped. Ooh. More Snapcasters. Okay. For opt. Well, we're going to need to start doing something. Opponent opts. Yep. Sulfur Falls. Opponent. Alright, let's just run out Spell Queller as a blocker. Make our opponent do something about it. Alright, opponent lets it go. So block. Yeah, that worked. Alright, Kolaghan's Command. Kills Queller. Gets back Snapcaster. Alright, let's pass. Opponent runs out Snapcaster. To opt. Yep. Ops again. So many ops. Another tar pit. Opponent gets in for 2. Well, let's block. And yeah, let's cord. X2. Opponent counters. Alright. Well, let's play Ghostly Prison. Gonna make it a little harder for our opponent to just keep beating us down. If they want to pay 4 to get in with Snapcaster for 2, that's actually good, because then we can start resolving stuff. Going for it. Alright. Gets in. Well, let's block. Down to 11. Opponent passes. There's a land. So play Windswept Teeth. Play Zur. Cryptic. Counter bounce. Alright. Crack Windswept Teeth. Well, I guess we just get a Godless Shrine tapped. And then we take a lot of damage. Alright. We're taking damage either way. Get rid of the Snapcaster. We can't let our opponent just keep Snapcasting over and over. Another land for our opponent. There's the tar pit. Opponent gets in for 5. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to being dead. Yep. Down to 5. Well, they just got 2 bolts. Alright, fair enough. Whew, that was a lot of disruption. Well, let's bring in our Blood Moon. Bring in our Rest in Peace. Bring in Negates. Maybe Thought Seizes. Go down Path to Exile. Go down Brain Maggot. Go down Pride Mage. Go down Ghostly Prison. And an Eternal Witness. Let's go 2 Thoughtseize. Let's try it like that. Alright, we get to play first. And, alright. I mean, this is pretty close to good. Alright, let's Breeding Pool. Untapped. And Birds of Paradise. Opponent cracks. Polluted Delta. And Fatal Push. Alright, so there goes our turn 2 Adaptation. Well, let's Birds and Temple Garden. Pass the turn. Opponent. Steam Vents. Untapped. And kills our birds. Well, we're going to stick an Adaptation. That's good. Let's play Township. Run out Adaptation. It's got to be the least likely card our opponent would expect here. Name Ally. Pass the turn. I'm just imagining the look on our opponent's face when we're like, oh, birds, Court of Calling, Gavany Township, Arcane Adaption, you. Oh, it's so lovely. Opponent passes. Let's play Polluted Delta. Play the Noblest of Hierarchs, which is apparently the proper way to say that name. Hierarch. Pass the turn. Opponent terminates again. I mean, at some point we could just slam this Turntimber Ranger and hope our opponent doesn't have it. Let's Polluted Delta. Get Overgrown Tomb. Play the plains, pass the turn. So now I think what we're looking at is Court of Calling. Yeah, let's Court of Calling. See if our opponent bites on the counter. Cracking Fetch, Blood Crypt, Untapped, Cryptic Counter Draw. Oh my god! Oh my god! Window! We got the window! No dismembers! No dismembers! Come on, no dismembers. Turntimber? You? Do we get him? I think we got him. Always yes, always yield. Let's make us some wolves! Yes. Keep growing. Keep going. Come on, wolves. Yes. We're going token limit. We're going token limit. Opponent said, wow. Oh, we gotcha. We gotcha. I mean, they could still beat this if they have, like, Anger of the Gods plus Terminate or something. It could still go wrong. I do actually like... Opponent says they got Damnation. Okay. Oh, got Damnation to draw. Okay. So here they come. More and more wolves. Our opponent not F6ing, but that's alright. Turntimber up to 34-34. It's a combo. It's a combo. Here comes the wolves, spiraling out of control. Does our opponent draw Damnation? We're getting close to token limit. All right, token limit achieved. Turntimber Ranger, 203, 203. Wolves, 200. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? Can you Damnation off the top is the question. Or do the wolves get there? And the Ranger. Oh, opponent whiffed. They whiffed. And scoops it up. Well, Turntimber Ranger, getting the job done. Sneaking it in against the control deck. Yeah? Let's run it back. All right. I mean, technically we got the combo. I don't know the odds of our pieces resolving, but in theory, Zur, attack Zur, get our adaptation, Turntimber. Good game. Well played. Yeah, let's Flooded Strand, pass the turn. Opponent, Thought Scours. Yep. Watery Grave for our opponent, tapped. Well, crack Flooded Strand, grab Breeding Pool, and let's Windswept Heath, pass the turn. Kinda land heavy. Opponent ops. Steam Vents, untapped. Well, let's crack. Grab a Forest. Play Polluted Delta, pass the turn. Opponent, opt number million, Thought Scour. Mills 2 lands, plays a land. Untap down to 14. That is some aggressive untap land use. And there's Tassiger. Golden Fang. Well, crack Delta. Grab our island. Play Plains. And Detention Sphere. Opponent's got the counter. Yep. Well, now we're taking Tassiger beads, which is less than ideal, I would say. We could just lose to Tassiger. Watery Grave. Tapped. Opponent gets in with Tassiger. Down to 11. Well, let's play the Swamp and just run out Turntimber Ranger. Oh, dear. Yeah, we're getting full control moded here. Cryptic. We might just not resolve a spell. Tassiger down to 7. Yup. Opponent passes. Let's Courser. Play Temple Garden tapped. Gain a life. Pass the turn. I'm expecting Bolt Snap Bolt to be our demise. Kills a Courser. Plays a land. Gets in with the Tassiger. We're drawing Court of Calling. Down to 4. Passes. Well, let's Turntimber Ranger. Do they got it? Yup. Bolt. Snap. Oh, they don't even need the snap. All right. Yeah. That went less good, I would say. Slightly less good. Oh, boy. Against the odds time. Mulligan to Oblivion in Modern. Oh, God, this hand is bad. Nyx-Fleece Ram's going to go to the bottom. And this is the Nightmare. The Nightmare versus the Merfolk. Tap land, go. Odds in favor of us never actually playing a spell this game. Sanctum. Blue-green Merfolk runs out a Lord of Atlantis. We draw an island. Well, let's play a forest and pass the turn. Yeah, maybe we should have just went to 5. Although we probably would have got 5 non-lands and then had to go to 4 and then just scooped up the game. Opponent gets in Lord of Atlantis, vials in another Lord of Atlantis, and I mean we're basically to scoop time. There's no winning from this position. Opponent plays a Silver Gill Adept. We are definitely not playing Arcane Adaptation. Actually, we're just going to scoop. There's no way we can come back from this on this mulligan. Alright, so going to sideboarding, we get to bring in the Wrath of God. I guess that's our only real sideboard piece. Go down the Brain Maggot and try it like that. Alright, we're on the play. Alright, this is a functional hand. I don't know if it's insane, but it is functional. Windswept Heath, crack it, grab a Forest, and get down Hierarch. Pass the turn. Opponent. There's an Ether Vial. We'll play the Plains, get down our Adaptation on Ally. Pass the turn. Well, hopefully we can stay alive till we combo off Island and Lord, number 1. Oh, alright. Well, play Overgrown Tomb. New plan, new plan. New plan is we just chord for another Mana Dork and then play Turntimber and hope that that's good enough. Actually, let's chord for the Mana Dork right now, in case this is a Curse Catcher. Yeah, we'll just get another Hierarch. Humana Speaker. Well, maybe they can just kill us too quickly? That would be unfortunate. Alright, another Master. Sure. Opponent hits us for 7. Yup. Oh my god. Hits us for 1 billion. Well, the question... Uh-oh. What is this? Breeding Pool. Untapped. Another Speaker. Alright. Well, the question is upon us. Can our... Oh! Oh, Ghost Quarter is huge. Ghost Quarter means we win. The problem would be Spreading Seas would beat us. But now that we have Ghost Quarter, that is no longer the case. So let's token limit. Make some wolves. Here they come. Here they come. Many wolves. Nice little merfolk you got there. We just turn 4'd it. Turn 4 infinite wolves. That's about as fast as our deck can do it. That is the nuts, essentially. Turn 1 ramp, turn 2 adaption, turn 4 Turntimber. So 200 wolves incoming. Oh, and Merfolk had such an insane start. They had triple Lord, double 1-drop. That's an insane Merfolk start, but not insanier than our Armored Wolves. Alright, we've reached token limit. Play Ghost Quarter and pass the turn. Ghost Quarter means we can't lose to Island Walk. I think we got there. I mean, they can chump our 200 power Turntimber Ranger, but can't chump the Wolf Pack. Ghost Quarter was such a key draw, and our opponent scoops it up. Alright, well, turn 4 kill, essentially. Pretty reasonable for infinite adaptation. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Well, run it back. Hope we draw a removal. I mean, I guess we keep it. Zur is very good. Yavimaya Ghost. And Humana Speaker. Unfortunately, gonna have a hard time avoiding islands this game. Another Zur. There's the island. Well, come on deck. Unfortunately, we just don't have that much interaction for what our opponent's doing. Island. And there's the Lord. Well, we could luck into a Wrath or some targeted removal. Run out Nyx-Fleece Ram. Pass the turn. Mutavault. And a Reetree. Man, those Merfolk are big. The blue-green build of Merfolk is pretty aggressive. So we take 4. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. This 1 life a turn is not going to save us. Chord of Calling. I think we are out of outs already. Yeah. Run out Scavenging Ooze. Play a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. But yeah, we're just very dead to Humana Speaker. Oh my god, so many lords. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's roughly a record-setting number of lords. And a Curse Catcher. Gonna double untap some lands, keep playing stuff. Well, we are seeing the Merfolk nuts, the blue-green Merfolk nuts. That's as good as it gets, I think. And a Harbinger of Tides. Yeah, I mean, just the ultimate Merfolk draw. Well, blue-green build is aggressive. You got us. Taps down our Nyx-Fleece Ram, and we're just going to scoop. We can't draw a land and our Wrath, so that does it. Bad time to be on the draw, I say. Alright, against the odds time. Playing some infinite adaptation in Modern. And we'll keep this. Opponent on the play. Flooded Strand. And passes. Well, Flooded Strand, crack it. Grab a, I guess, Temple Garden. Untapped. Run out Hierarch. Pass the turn. We got the combo. Although the challenge will be resolving it against our opponent's deck. Opponent cracks. Hallowed Fountain. Tap. So probably blue-white control. Esper control. There's a Glacial Fortress. And a Spreading Seas. That's actually weirdly annoying, because we can't cast our Courser now. Opponent passes. We'll play the island, run out Arcane Adaptation on ally, pass the turn. Would have been nice to play Courser there. Opponent cracks a Flooded Strand and Serum Visions. Leaves them both on top and passes. Well, play the Plains, run out Birds of Paradise, and I think we pass. We don't actually want to play the second Arcane Adaptation because of Detention Sphere. Glacial Fortress. Man, a Wrath would be annoying. And there's a Wrath. Play Hallowed Fountain. I guess now we play Adaptation, but things are looking pretty bad without any green mana. Island for our opponent. We even said that, and then we just played right into it. Yep. Well, maybe we should have kept holding it. It's hard to know. Detention Sphere is a possibility. They could also have other stuff that just gets rid of one, and then we'd be stuck with one in our hand, and it gets Cryptic, so I don't know. Opponent has Ghost Quarter. Snapcaster Mage for Serum Visions. Leaves one on top. Opponent passes. More green cards. Pass the turn. Another land for our opponent. Gets in with Snapcaster. We take it. We draw. More green cards. Pass the turn. Kind of awkward that we happen to have... we have 3 non-green basic lands, and we happen to have them all in this draw. And one of our non-green shocks. More Ghost Quarters for our opponent. Gets in with Snapcaster. We draw a forest. Let's play Knight of the Reliquary. Well, it resolved, so that's good news. No path either. Plains for our opponent. More Detention Spheres. Alright. Yep. Gets in with Snapcaster. Well, our opponent's down to 3 cards. Play Harbaz Druid. Here comes the Cryptics. Counters, draws. Another land for our opponent. Down to 9. Carry added. Resolves. That gets us 2 green mana. Opponent has Gideon Jura. Yikes. Takes up Gideon. And passes. Well, let's play Courser. Windswept Heath. Gain a life. And pass the turn. Opponent paths. So we'll get our forest. I don't know if we can survive this. Opponent draws. Wall of Omens. Yep. Here comes Gideon. Hits us for 8. Down to 2. Opponent decides to start firing off Ghost Quarters. Hits our Swamp. Hits our Plains. Yeah, that's bad. Well, crack Windswept Heath. Grab an Overgrown Tomb. Play Watery Grave. Tapped. I mean, we're dead to a counter, no matter what. But pass the turn. See if we can cord for something. There's Colonnade. There's Gideon. Well, if our opponent has a counter, it's game. Not anything we can do about it. Attacks. So let's Court of Calling. See if our opponent has a counter. Court X2. They do. And that does it. Well, we didn't do really anything that entire game. Let's bring in the Thoughtseizes, bring in the Negates, maybe a Rest in Peace if we can find room. Go down Druid, go down Path to Exiles, Fatal Pushes, go down Nyx-Fleece Ram, go down Ghostly Prison, and I guess we just try it like that. Alright, we get to play first. Well, we got a Rest in Peace, that's a card. Flooded Strand, crack Flooded Strand, get a Breeding Pool, and get down our Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn. Well, we're not going to get mana screwed this time, so that's good. Flooded Strand for our opponent, cracks it, Island, and Serum Visions, both to the bottom. Well, let's Rest in Peace. Play Polluted Delta, pass the turn. Now we're on the all-land plan. Flooded Strand, cracks it, Island, and Spreading Seas. Polluted Delta, grab a Overgrown Tomb, tapped. Come on, threats. Let's play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Turntimber Ranger is an eventual threat-ish. Tap land for our opponent. Well, crack Flooded Strand. Get a Hallowed Fountain. Play Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. Well, at least we're not going to have any lands left in our deck, so we should stop drawing them. Cycles of Farmland. Hallowed Fountain, tapped. And Little Gideon. Crack Windswept Heath, grab a Godless Shrine, tapped. Emblems Gideon. Well, let's run out Turntimber Ranger. It is a creature. Play Temple Garden, tapped. And pass the turn. Ghost Quarter, Detention Sphere for Turntimber Ranger. Yep. Takes up Gideon. And Serum Visions. Both on top. Oh my goodness. Play Gavany Township, pass the turn. Well, 13 of our 22 lands are out of the deck, so we should stop drawing them. Another Serum Visions. Opponent's passing. Well, might as well start putting counters on things. I'm sure we're going to get Ghost Quartered here in a second. Not yet. Well, play another Birds of Paradise. Attack Gideon. And I guess we just put counters on things now. Play a Watery Grave. Pass the turn. There's the Wrath. Yep. That's pretty bad news for us. Here comes Gideon. Gets in. Down to 10. And passes. Windswept Heath, pass the turn. Oh, deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. 8 lands left in our deck. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that we continue to draw lands after having already drawn so many lands. Fires up the Colonnade, and yeah, there's just nothing we can do about this. They'll keep a land heavy hand and draw all lands strategy. Land? Arcane Adaptation, and we will scoop it up. Well, we didn't really make any headway in that game. Alright, against the odds time. Against the mulligan time. Playing some Arcane Adaptation in Modern. And, I mean, we'll try this. As far as 6-card hands go, it's reasonable-ish. I guess we'll keep it. We do want a bit of mana. Inspiring Vantage and Goblin Guide. Ugh. Well, we'll see. Opponent gets in Goblin Guide. Hierarch on top. And passes. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to breeding pool ourselves past the turn. Swift Spear for our opponent. Gets in with both. Brain Maggot on top. Well, play Birds. Play Hollowed Fountain. We're down to 13. Get in with Noble Hierarch. And pass the turn. Might just be a bit slow here with our opponent on the play. Especially now that they hit land number 2. This means Searing Blaze. Good game. Potential. Opponent gets in. We do get a land. And here comes the Nightmare. Oh, Boros Charm. Well, that is still pretty bad. Down to 9. Down to 5. Well, play Forest. Run out Brain Maggot. See if we're dead. Which we gotta be if they're missing land drops. Yes, looks like. So we take Lightning Helix. Yeah, we're just dead no matter what we do. Yup. Well, mulliganed on the draw against Burn. Not really where we want to be. Maybe we squeeze in Negate somehow. Going down like Detention Sphere and let's go down a Hierarch. Try it like that. We're on the play at least. And alright, I mean, I guess this is better-ish. Overgrown Tomb, go. Opponent, Bloodstained Mire, cracks it. Gets a Mountain. Suspends a Riftbolt. Well, Forest and Sylvan Caryatid. Pass the turn. Here comes Riftbolt, down to 17. Arid Mesa for our opponent, and passes. Well, play the Plains, and let's get down Zur, I guess. Make our opponent have an answer. Opponent cracks Mesa, Sacred Foundry, untapped, and Boros Charm, down to 13. Vantage for our opponent. Searing Blaze. Oh, they just have like a million burn spells. Searing Blaze and Lightning Bolt. Ugh. Well, play Birds, pass the turn, leave up our Spell Queller. Maybe. Bloodstained Mire for our opponent. And passes. Let's just Watery Grave and pass. Leave up Spell Queller, leave up Cord for Nyx-Fleece Ram. Boros Charm to 6. Opponent cracks Bloodstained Mire. Plays a land. Alright, well, we gotta do it. If they can kill us in response, then good game. So, Cord X2. Grab Nyx-Fleece Ram. Start gaining life. Opponent skull cracks. So now we will Spell Queller. No attacks. Run out Adaptation. Opponent cracks. Tap Sacred Foundry. Well, we are close. Pass the turn. If we just draw our Ranger, we can get the combo kill, potentially. And our little bit of life gain is relevant. Cord would also be good. Alright, opponent's gonna Bolt the Queller to get back the Skull Crack to keep us at 4. Come on, deck. Give us our Ranger. Yes! There's a Ranger. All right. Whoo! All right, opponent. Are you ready for this? Turntimber Ranger. It's still possible that we lose. If our opponent draws a Boros Charm, I think that's our only 4 damage burn spell. But here comes the Wolves. Token limit. Going for the 200. Here they come. I love watching this combo happen. It is so sweet. Up to 100. Still going. 110. Still going. 120. We're getting about 10 wolves a second, I think. Yes. And we're about to reach the token limit. 190. And 200. And our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Oh, we'll take it. We'll take it. Well, let's run it back. Okay. I guess we try this. Painful mana base. Swift Spear for our opponent. Gets in. Down to 19. Well, play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Wooded Foothills. Opponent. Gets in. 4-1. Alright. Well, crack the fetch. Grab a... Let's get a Watery Grave. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Trying not to shock ourselves. Opponent cracks Foothills. Gets a Mountain. And Boros Charm. Well, yeah, let's just kill it. Down to 13. There's an Eidolon, which is kind of a nightmare. Get a Breeding Pool tapped. Yeah, that's a big problem. Ugh, deck. Yeah, I think this Eidolon just beats us, though. Pass the turn. Opponent. Going attacking. Well, we'll block. And passes. Ugh, alright. Oh, this is so bad. Play Nyx-Fleece Ram. If they didn't have the Eidolon, even with this mana screw, we might be alright. Pass the turn. But we can't play our birds. Yeah, we're another Boros Charm. Now we're just literally dead. The combo of burn and... yes, I know, opponent. We're dead. I get it. We do get a land. We block. It just... I mean, they haven't played lands. There's no way they don't have 2 points of burn. And there's the bolt. Oh, close! Yikes. Well, game 2 was good. Alright, against the odds time. Looking to Arcane Adaptation. Combo Wombo. Wombo combo. Too early, it's too early. In Modern. Opponent. Blood Crypt. Tapped. Alright, well, there's a land. Let's Windswept Heath. Crack Windswept Heath. Grab a Forest. And run out Noble Hierarch. Think I'd rather have Hierarch die than Birds die since our mana is so crazy. Swamp for our opponent. And Young Pizzy. No way to kill that at the moment. Alright, well, let's just go full out mana. Play Druid. Play Birds of Paradise. If our opponent's playing Pyromancer, they're probably not playing Pyroclasm. You don't want to play Pyro Tribal. That's what I'm trying to say. Monastery Swift Spear for our opponent. And Inquisition of Kozilek. Alright, has some options. Goes with Ewit. Yep, plays Wooded Foothills. Gets in with Swift Spear. Gets in with Pyromancer. Yep. We draw an island, play an island. Well, I think we just run everything out there, essentially. So run out Zur. If our opponent's on blanks, we potentially just have the win next turn. Run out Scavenging Ooze. Pass the turn. They could just have Fatal Push here. Blood Crypt. Alright, no Fatal Push. That's good. Basically 0 chance we block with Zur. Looting. Okay. Come on, no removal, no terminates. No dismembers, no fetch land fatal push, none of that. Just let us Zur, land in Blessed Alliance down. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. So we are just going to take this as to not trigger Revolt by killing their token. Down to 10. Come on, tap out. Opponent passes. We draw birds. So go to combat. Attack with Zur. Yes. Get Arcane Adaptation on ally. Everything's an ally. Opponent takes 2. And let's just play the birds and pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent taps down at some point. Forked Bolt. Alright, well, I guess the time has come. If they have more removal, that's annoying. So, Cord X5. Grab our... yeah, we go for it. Grab Turntimber. If you got us, you got us. Do we get it? Do you got a removal spell for Turntimber Ranger? Always yes. Always yield. Let's make some wolves. Just a few wolves. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. I think we got ya. That's exactly how we drew it up. Turn 5 kill. And our opponent realizes the infinite wolves are coming. As if it was infinite. I explained the situation and scoops it up. Yes, 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 yes. Well, let's bring in our Wrath of God. Seems reasonable here. Otherwise, I don't know if we want to change much. I guess we can go down the Pride Mage. Let's just run it like that. And we'll keep this. A little short on combo pieces, but we got our ramp. We got a Fatal Push for a young Pyromancer, so I think this is fine-ish. Bloodstained Mire for our opponent. Cracks it. Grabs a Swamp. Inquisition. Takes the Hierarch, and passes. Let's Temple Garden and Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Opponent. Passing. Well, let's play Caryatid. Run out Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. Opponent has Thoughtseize. Takes our combo piece. Alright, Ranger down. This would be a hand where just drawing Gavany Township would be good. Opponent. Passing. Well, I guess we crack. Grab a... I guess we get black green? Alright, take Overgrown Tomb. Run out Druid. And pass the turn. Blood Crypt. Untapped. Ay. Ay. Now we're in kind of bad shape. Well, we drew a land. That's helpful. Now we're pretty far away from doing anything. Sideboard Anger. Interesting. Seems at odds with the deck, but I guess when you really gotta sweep, you really gotta sweep. Lingering Souls for our opponent. And a tap land. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent gets in with the Spirits. Down to 15. Plains. Alright, untap. Play Windswept Heath. So we are getting to Wrath time. Opponent has Inquisition. Well, let's Fatal Push a Spirit. Opponent's going to take Cord anyway, but yeah, there goes Cord. Opponent passing. Okay. Well, crack this. Grab a Hallowed Fountain. Untap. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Well, our mana's working out. That's something. Opponent gets in with the Spirit. Down to 13. Flash of the back Lingering Souls. Alright, now we're going to Wrath. So, crack this. Grab a Watery Grave. Crack this. Grab a Forest. Wrath of God. Get rid of the Spirits. Play the Island. Pass the turn. Opponent probably just has another Lingering Souls. And then things are pretty bad. Haven't done a great job of finding action. Okay. Birds of Paradise. Not exactly action. Pass the turn. Opponent has Faithless Looting. We're very outcarded at the moment. Opponent. Blood Moons. Well, let's path our birds. Grab a Swamp. There's no good answers. Well, let's Brain Maggot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. Not sure we can win from here. There's a Fatal Push. Opponent passes. Play a Mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent passing. Play a Mountain. Pass the turn. Bolts our face. Helix is our face. We're getting pretty close to just being dead to burn. That Anger of the Gods really got us pretty good. Kolaghan's Command down to 3. Do they just draw more burn? Blood Moon. Well, that's been a tradition lately on Against the Odds. Losing to Blood Moons. Fork Bolt down to 1. They're so close. Well, play Hierarch. Pass the turn. Looting. Digging for one last burn spell. Except they tapped all their red mana. Opponent discards a Blood Moon, Black Cleave Club. So we got to be aware of Blood Moon in game 3. Opponent passes. Well, play Scavenging Ooze. We're putting up a fight-ish. Pass the turn. Opponent found another Fatal Push. Well, let's gain a life. Up to 2. Don't want to die to Gut Shot. Pass the turn. Opponent's almost like a control deck after sideboarding. Lingering Souls. Alright. That does it. We don't really have any draws left. Arcane. Adaptation. Good in some scenarios, not at the moment. Alright, Blood Moon and Anger of the Gods, and tons of removal. Maybe we should be bringing in Rest in Peace. Let's go down Brain Maggot for Rest in Peace. Maybe go down Path and Path for Thoughtseize and Thwasali Pride Mage. And just try it like that, I think. Alright, we're on the play. Ooh. Alright, well, see if our opponent has turn 1 discard. If not, Rest in Peace seems like it really cuts down on the power of our opponent's deck. Godless Shrine, tapped. Pass the turn. Also a non-bow with Knight, but opponent. Bloodstained Mire, and passes. Well, let's just Township and get down Rest in Peace. Hopefully hurting our opponent more than it hurts us. Opponent cracks. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Blood Crypt. And a Ratchet Bomb. Well, Windswept Heath, crack it. Grab a Forest. And get down Knight of the Reliquary. Trying to get basics. We gotta have a basic Forest at least, to not just literally scoop to Blood Moon. Opponent taking up Ratchet Bomb. Kills the Knight of the Reliquary. Blood Crypt, tapped. Oh, Polluted Delta, crack it. Grab an island and just de-sphere the Ratchet Bomb. Yup. Keep our Rest in Peace in play. Pass the turn. Marsh Flats for our opponent. Faithless Looting. Opponent cracks Marsh Flats. Is it Blood Moon time? Seems like risky Blood Moon time. Lingering Souls. Alright, sure. Well, play Adaption on ally. Play Ghost Quarter, pass the turn. I mean, we're getting to the point where we just resolve Turntimber Ranger and win. Opponent gets in with the Spirits. I guess we'll take 2 for now. Down to 16. Opponent passes. Play Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Opponent's only got 3 cards in hand. Inquisition. Well, Fatal Push a Spirit. Lose our second Adaptation. But we only need 1. Opponent gets in with the Spirit. Yep. Down to 15. Well, let's get in with Noble Hierarch. Play Overgrown Tomb. Pass the turn. We're getting to the point where Court of Calling would be good as well. Looting for our opponent. Discards 2 lands. Gets in with the Spirit. Yep. Down to 14. Well, let's Township. Noble Hierarch Race Mode. I'm expecting our opponent to kill it at some point. Yep, there's Fatal Push. Down to 2 cards. Well, come on, deck. Give us a good draw. Kind of a mediocre draw. Let's Druid. Pass the turn. Opponent gets in for 1. Down to 13. And passes. Temple Garden. No, play Temple Garden. Pass the turn. At least we're not taking too much damage. Opponent gets in with the Spirit. Down to 12. We know they have a ton of burn, though. Another Faithless Looting. Anger. Bloodstained Mire discarded. Well, let's Township. Pump the Druid. Play Pride Mage. Get in with Druid for 2. Alright. Well, if you got Blood Moon, you got Blood Moon. You got us to tap out our Ghost Quarter, if that's the goal. Pump the team. Druid lives. Also, that's a bolt that's not going at our face. Opponent down to 13. Blood Moon hurts our opponent quite a bit here, too. Alright, terminates Pride Mage. Sure. Down to 2 cards in hand. Oh, come on, Ranger. Helix it. Oh, man, this is it. Ranger off the top. Ranger off the top. You can do it, deck. You can do it. You can do it. One time. Ranger off the top. We have 4 in our deck. It's a Ranger. It's a Ranger. Yes. Yes. Yes, we got there. They could have Damnation. Always yes. Always yield. Let's make a few wolves. Damnation is their out. Anger of the Gods doesn't do it because it leaves behind a 200 powered Turntimber Ranger. Here they come. It's a whole pack. It's a wolf pack. Yes. Keep going. Keep going. Token limit. Yes. Getting closer. Over 150. 160. 170. I like that you can see the number because you can just keep track of the power on the Turntimber Ranger. We're getting close. 190, 200, and token limit. All right, pass the turn. Let's see if our opponent draws a Damnation. Do they have Damnation? No Damnation? Do we get there? Oh, for Rakdos. Opponent said they got Rakdos Charm in their deck. Good lord. Oh, that would be bad. No one expects the Rakdos Charm. Oh, please don't have... Oh, no, don't find a Rakdos Charm. No. No, not like that. Don't turn on us, wolves. Don't turn on us. You're our friends. Oh, come on. No. Oh, we got the GG's opponent. You're going to give me a heart attack. They tapped Rakdos Charm mana and then said GG and... Oh, my goodness. We got there. Oh, man, not without a bit of a heart attack involved, but we got there. Wow. Thank goodness. Well, sweet. Wolfpack. Getting it done. So what do we learn this week about infinite adaptation in Modern? And as far as our record, got in 6 matches, 1-2, 33.3s for infinity percent. As far as games, we did a little bit better. We won 7 of 16, which is like 43.75%. So, I mean, kind of middling to average to maybe a little below average, depending on the metric for an against the odds deck. The good news is, every single win that we got, discounting the very first match against Jund Graveyard, where they had one game where they got mana screwed, but every single one of our 7 wins except that one was directly because of the combo. So our percentage of actually pulling off the combo was pretty high, and even more impressive was that every single time we resolved the combo, we won. There were a couple times we had to hold our breath where our opponent said, oh, we got Damnation in our deck, or Rakdos Charm, which would have been the most brutal way to lose after comboing off. But every single time we resolved it, the combo was good. So it seemed like almost 40% of the time with this deck, you pull off the Arcane Adaption Turntimber Ranger combo, and 100% of the time, although that obviously would not continue for infinity, but 100% of the time, we win the game when we pull off the combo. So overall, I think the deck was pretty reasonable. We struggled against control. That was kind of the big problem, and that makes sense. We don't really have a good way to pressure our opponent outside of the combo. I mean, I guess we can maybe jank out a win with Eternal Witnesses and Courser of Crewfix, but we don't really have good threats to pressure our opponent. We got a lot of mana creatures to support the Court of Callings and speed up our combo, so we don't really have great ways of just pressuring our opponent for the win. And against the blue-white control deck, that was actually the one matchup where we didn't combo a single time. We just lost 2 games in a row, and they just countered all of our stuff and killed all our stuff, and that is the downside of our combo. Turntimber Ranger, 5 mana, not that easy to slip in through counters, so our opponent can keep countering it. Even if they don't counter that, they can counter Adaption, and it can still be stopped by fizzling it on the stack with a removal spell. So heavy removal / counter spell decks definitely seem to be our harder matchup, but in a lot of other matchups, we were able to combo off at least some of the time, and then obviously our 2 wins, we were able to combo off more often, and I was surprised by the potential speed of the combo. Like, the Merfolk match is probably the best example of this. We had a game against Merfolk where we actually just went infinite on turn 4, and our opponent had a really strong draw where they were going to kill us within a turn or 2, but being able to combo off on turn 4 was fast enough to kill our opponent. We comboed off on turn 5 a couple of times with the help of Court of Calling, so the speed of the combo was actually not that bad. The downside is Arcane Adaptation just doesn't do anything when we're not comboing off, which is a little bit of a drawback. That plays into the we're not very good at killing our opponent without the combo part of the deck, because we have 4 Arcane Adaptions that just kind of sit out there and wait for Turntimber Ranger. And Turntimber Ranger, while it does something, is not really an exciting card or a powerful card by modern standards without the Arcane Adaptation out. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess the good news is it doesn't die to removal as easily as some other combos like this. Like, if you're Pestermiting into Kiki-Jiki, Pestermite dies to a lot of stuff. Arcane Adaptation doesn't die to very many things, although the Ranger still dies. So, I don't know. The combo was reasonably effective. Somewhere between 30 and 40% of the time, it seems like you can go infinite with Turntimber Ranger and Arcane Adaptation. And it's pretty awesome when it happens, just to sit back, token limit the wolves, 200, and then hope that that's good enough to win the game. So while our record was pretty middling, it was a super unique and fun combo, and it did work more often than I expected it to heading into it. So I guess that counts as a win. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.